Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 20 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to add the materials right here, and we import this from Revit, and we fix a bunch of stuff that needed to be fixed. Now we're going to continue working on this. First, what I want to do is to add grass and to add in like some of the trees that we want to add. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the scene graph and then the menu right here on the left side. Next is I'm gonna select this. This will be the floor, and I want to basically add this floor as well, because we have a floor here, also here, and then here. So there's basically a lot of floors that we need to turn off and on as well. Also, if you notice, we need to make this background bigger. So I'm gonna edit, and then I'm gonna make it bigger at least. Just a little bit more, basically. I don't want the background to show like the white part, but I think this is good enough actually. I don't want to mess it up having a good background already. And then so now select this, right click, isolate those floors, and then the weird thing about this is I wanted to have all the floors, so I'm gonna unlink them. So actually I'm not gonna unlink them. So right here, let's go right to our context, vegetation paint, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our trees, or sorry, like our grass. I'm gonna use this one right here and a little bit of the wild grass right here, clovers and all those stuff. Density, make it 100 to make it look complete, and then after that select this one to change the size of the diameter of this one. So if we want, we start off with the edges. I wanted to do something else as well. Like I want to go to the Revit and I want to check the settings. I want to see if exporting this by family and then maybe by material, set save as default. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to unisolate this, and then let's put this back. After that, see in Twinmotion, and let's see if it will change up some of the materials. Here we could basically select the grass, and as you can see, if we isolate them, it will only isolate all the grass, that floor that we created. So actually that is much better. We just need to fix some of the materials again, which is what we already know. You just need to review what we did, and then here same thing goes. So I'm just going to add the materials again and then save this, and then let's do all the floors for the grass. So now that I was able to just add all those, again, now we can do is we need to save it first. And once we save it, let's select the floor and then select this one, isolate them, and then now we only have the grass portion, and it's easier for us to add grass. And we have already prepared this. Click here and then change diameter, and because everything else is already isolated, it's easy for us to just add, and we don't need to worry about, we're still going to worry about overflowing, but it's not something that, it's much better and easier for us to just do this. And then here everything's good. Now we can make it bigger. Let's do this one instead first on this side here. And then just increase it afterwards so that we have more time to do other stuff, and we just need to do this and it will cover a lot more spaces. I think after this we're good. Everything is done. And one more spot right here. That one is, and then you just need to select here and then right click here again, isolate off and on, and as you can see we have all of this. I know there's some stuff that we can do much better. We could just undo this part right here. I don't want it to be over on this side, so that's good enough. And then here let's add in some patches, and I'm not going to make it complicated for me, so I'm just going to carefully add all of this right here one by one, close enough that it doesn't go over. Okay, so now that's done here. Actually, one more right here. Especially here, we need to be careful. This is where we're going to have our shot, and we want to make sure that this is nicely done. So we have our grass added. Now what we can do is we can add in our trees. Same goes, vegetation paint. And before that, save it first. Okay, so now we're here. We need to pick in those trees that we want to add. Most of the time, those big one that looks like those right there, that makes a lot of, like, usually big and spacious trees. After that, select all of them and increase its density so that once we add it, we could basically add a lot. Change the diameter, so we could just click on those. Usually what I do is more on the sides, and then what I do is afterwards I kind of leave the ones on this side because I want good ones to be added there. Handpick. And we just want to have something that looks like this, and then let's add it on this side. And then anything else, we're going to add it manually. I think that's good enough there. And then here you can just press escape, and at least we have something that looks like that. And then I'm gonna hand pick the ones that I'm gonna use right here. I just created save, and maybe the small one should be coming right here. So I'm gonna put small plants onto this side. I'm gonna use this tree to be added on this side. That's good enough. I'm probably going to rotate this and then put it small enough not to bother, and put it in the middle like that. And then here, probably not this one, maybe a small one right here. Make it small enough, not too much, to have it in that. And then on this front, I want to have a very small one, maybe a vertical one. So let's look something. Maybe bamboo is good enough right here. A small bamboo is good enough. Rotate it. And then make it small enough not to bother anything. It's a lot, but it's not too much. I think that's good enough. I just don't want this one to be the design of it to overpower. I think that's good enough. And then now I'm gonna hand pick the ones that I want to place right here. And then small enough on this part. Maybe this one on this side. There we go. And let's just move this one onto this side. And then just making it look nice enough to have that. And I forgot to change this material right here. Some concrete ground, man-made. I know we choose one of this, but not here, not this one. Rotate this 90. I think this one is good. This one, make it dark enough. Do this right there. And we have something like this. Click save. I'm going to add a car. So click vehicle, cars, one of the cars right here. Maybe this one. 90 degrees, 180. And I want to be facing on this side. And then other vehicles, maybe a motorbike. Add it there. And then why not change the ground materials right here as well. I'm just gonna use this one right here, or this one. So we have those cars. Yeah, I like the bounce right here. And then we have some grass in a front view, and then in the side view that will be really good as well. Let's add in some lights. So I'm gonna use spotlight first. Gonna add it right there, and I'm gonna change this to 10 the intensity, and I'm going to move another 1 meter, because I know everything is 1 meter right here to make everything really good, really fast. We don't need to worry about the adding it one by one. Once we add one, we could add in the others. Hold on shift. We need to add 3 more, and then 1 meters each. There we go. We added that. And then why not add in 1 more? And then obviously we're going to add in 1 more right there. So I'm gonna add a 3 here in front to showcase that. 1 meter, and then 2 more. There we go. And then here it's gonna be easy. Oh, let's not forget this one. There we go. I'm going to add this right here. Change it to 10. And then 3 more, and then add 1. After that, copy this, move it onto this part. This is the one that we didn't measured, so I'm just going to manually do that. And then here, let's go and add 4 more at 1 meter. And then there you go. For this, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a spotlight right here, rotate it. There we go. This is rotated going upwards. Bounce it onto this wall. Put it at 10. And then now I'm going to just add it manually. There we go. And then obviously here as well. Just put it right here near the wall, and then just put 10. And then just put it on the other side where the number is. And the bounce will be good enough. And then yes, we have something right here. I'm going to put a spotlight right here that is basically like that right there. That will give that effect. 10, and then we're going to add it just add, I'm just gonna cancel that. I'm gonna space it out properly, maybe 3 only. Something like that. And then let's add in the 3 that we want to add here. This is very important because this is something that would be the featured part of this house. Maybe I'm gonna use this instead. Make it small enough. And then put it somewhere here in the middle. There we go. Now that looks really good. And then now we need to go to media and take an image. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this one looking like that. Image, create image. And let's look at it on how it will look having this one, this look right here. That looks pretty good. Maybe I'm gonna turn off the opacity. I think this is too much. There we go. I think this is good enough to have that opacity right there. Because if we have too much, I want it to just be blurry. So here, seeing it like that, I want to change some of the look. Like for example, I'm gonna quit here and I'm gonna test it first right here. Turn it on. But if you notice, it's kind of dark. So I'm gonna put it in low and I'm going to change the exposure. So just a little bit, not too much. So that's good enough. I'm happy with that. And then once we're here in the image, let's just refresh that. And it will recognize what we change. And before that, I'm going to delete this. Turn this on again. Change the exposure. Make this 2 and make it 1 like that. I think that's a good setting. And in image, we're going to do that. So now it will clearly set the correct one. So in terms of image, I'm going to set it like this. I like those font shot, and then here as well. I want to showcase what we have there, but at the same time showing off every bit of those design. And then we have this one right here. And then we need a far shot like this. Good enough view to show everything. And then while we're here, I'm going to put in more camera and focal point to zoom in. So that's good enough. So by just doing that, everything will look much better. And then just creating some videos, you just need to quit here and you do your thing. Like you want it to be going font like this. So I'm gonna create a video, create video like that, zoom it. So we have one keyframe, change it to maybe 6, and then go this way, add a new video part going to the left, maybe zoom it out, six right here, and then we want to showcase this. Maybe 2 seconds, and then showcase here as well. Two seconds again, and then maybe we have the overall. Maybe 8 seconds for this. And you can always try. So that's good enough. And then here we can have the font view. Maybe 5 seconds. And maybe going up like this. Maybe 8 seconds on that. And I just want to move this one a bit. I don't like that it's And then let's just go back here. We already have a couple of seconds. And then let's go out now. Put it there. 5 seconds. Out right here. Another 5 seconds. And then out in the middle. Gently. This will be 5 seconds as well. So once you're done, you just need to go to export, select everything, and then select everything right here, and then start exporting. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.